We'd love to hear from you. Drop us a line. Write us at 19 at noon, 50 West Broad, number 19, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. Hey, welcome back to 19 at noon. We are visiting now with the hardest working musician in Columbus. It's Matt Avery.
Is he here somewhere?
That's you, Matt.
Oh.
You knew that, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes, you did. I mean, I was looking at your June schedule. You're booked almost every day of the month.
That's how we make a living, playing music. Stay busy. Work, 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 work.
Okay, so you must have a really good agent. Tell us about him.
He's a wonderful guy. He stays on it. On top of it's me. I take care of all my own business. Yeah, that's the only way to, you know, at the stage that I'm at.
If you want it done right, do it yourself, right?
That's right.
Right. And so I mean, lots of people in Columbus that are musicians do it because they love it, and they know some of them have, you know, daytime gigs. How do you survive working music and making money and doing that for your living?
I just, you know, I started out in Columbus when I moved back here from Los Angeles about 7 years ago. I took my guitar case to the continent and I opened it up for tips, and I just have the same fire that I have in the clubs now. And before long, every club owner in town had been by and said, I own a club, here's my card, call me, you can have a gig. And that's how I started. And it just led to that, and something I've always wanted to do. And so, you know, I just stay on it.
And you have quite the resume. Tiffany, the 80s pop star. Tell us about that there.
Well, that was a gig I stumbled into when I lived in LA. It fell in my lap. And she had the #1 hit song, I Think We're Alone Now, when I was with her. So I did the Tonight Show. Exactly. So I was the guy when she said, I think we're alone now. I went, alone now. So I didn't record the album with her, but I did all the TV. I did the Tonight Show, Solid Gold, American Bandstand, and that song was #1 when I was with her. So all my heavy metal friends in LA were like, dude, you're with Tiffany. I'm like,
you've gone bubblegum.
Check me out on the Tonight Show tonight. That's all I got to say.
But you made a lot of contacts that way.
Yeah, that's what brought me here, all those contacts. Back to Columbus. No. Yeah, I mean, I just live in my life, you know. I got a lot of freedom, and, you know, I have doctors and lawyers that come up to me at my shows going, I wish I was you. Right. I'm like, why? They're like, yeah, you could pack up all your gear today and leave if you wanted to, but I stay. I like Columbus, yeah.
Because you're a Columbus man.
I think so.
Okay, this is another interesting story. I mean, you've got lots on your resume, but here's another thing. You were doing a radio gig, and you ran into the most famous house guest ever, Cato Caitlin. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, as you said, I was doing a local radio thing. We ended up at the studio at the same time, and Extra TV happened to be in the studio. This was 2 years ago or so. So, you know, there I was, again, turning on the TV at 7 o'clock at night for Extra. And it's like I said, we ended up doing like a Beatles song together, Cato and I. So, I mean, of course, I wasn't the showcase of that presentation, but
you weren't?
There I was.
You
yes.
weren't? Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
I should have been, but I wasn't.
You will next time.
And a lot of people thought we were like brothers because of the hair.
Yeah, I can see the resemblance.
Yeah. I was the older, heavier brother of the two.
Oh, Matt, don't be hard on yourself. I think you're better looking than Cato.
I think I love you. I know I love
you. Okay, so you've got lots going on this week. Let's pull up the graphic. There's lots. You're all over the place. You're in Columbus. You're in Port Clinton. Okay, can you tell us about what's going on this week?
Well, I've taken up golf, and I will be playing at the Memorial Tournament this weekend. No. But actually, the thing I wanted to mention was that I have a band called the British Invasion, and we wear the wigs and speak with the accents, and we're playing at the Bogey Inn parking lot on Friday, kicking off Muirfield. It's called the Dam at the Jam, or Jam at the Dam.
Jam at the Dam.
And we start at 5:30, so get there early to get your Beatle haircuts ready, you know. Yeah, that's a real fun band that I'm in, and that's like my main thing that I'd like to mention today.
No problem. So the Bogey Inn, that's where people are getting all fired up for the Memorial Day event.
It's crazy, just nuts out there, yeah.
And do you find that everyone is really into your British Invasion?
The British thing works for children of all ages, because we have 4-year-old kids out there twisting and shouting, and grandmas love it too, because at this point, the Beatles and stuff like that are grandma's age.
Yeah.
So it works for everybody.
So what do you prefer to play?
I like it all because the diversity keeps me interested in, you know. So I go out in the clubs every night and I play, you know, the latest hits that the 21-year-olds want to hear, but the Beatles thing is fun too.
Hey, well, you definitely have motivation and drive, and we thank you so much for being with us.
I appreciate you.
We have a number for booking info if you're interested in booking Matt. I don't know, he might be able to squeeze you in. He's a hard worker, but he's pretty booked. The booking number is 279-2340. Thanks for being with us today, Matt.
Thank you for having me.
We'll hear a couple more songs throughout the hour.
So don't go away.
As a matter of fact, we will in just a couple of minutes after we take the handyman tip.
Yeah, the handyman tip. Al Carroll has our very special, handy tip of the day.
He's talking about drywall repair. You know, when you kind of bang your door into the wall and the handle goes through the... anyway, here he is.
I've never done that, but you always want to know Al's tips. They're very good.